Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone, dear viewers. I will be analyzing Pinduoduo business environment today. So what is Pinduoduo? So Pinduoduo is basically an e-commerce platform focusing on agricultural product and technology based platform. The company was established in the year 2015 in the month September, and it is an e-commerce application mainstream product in China mobile network by Baidu.com. So the business strategy Pinduoduo is adopting is market positioning on developing cities and rural areas, meaning to say that they are focusing on undeveloped areas, less forward areas or village areas where the development is not yet that much fast. And then I'll go into the actual business environment and analysis. So before I jump into the business environment analysis, I would like to share that I have segregated the business environment of Pinduoduo into two parts. First one is external analysis and the second one is internal analysis. In both cases, I will be using Porter's theories. For external analysis, I will be using Porter's five forces model, and for internal analysis, I will be using Porter's value chain analysis. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so I hope you can see on the slide Porter's competitive five forces model for Pinduoduo. So there are five forces in the Porter's model, competitive model. Number one is the threat of new entry or threat of new entrants. So in terms of threat of new entrants, Pinduoduo are in the advantage side because it has very high barrier due to the high investment required to enter into this particular industry where Pinduoduo is currently operating their business, which is basically e-commerce platform. And also we can say that it is moderate to low force. Okay, if we want to know whether the force is strong or moderate or low, then we can say it's in the range of moderate to low. Then the second one is threat of substitute products or services. So for the threat of substitute products or services, from this point of view, there are many substitute brands and products or services existed in the market, and it is in some cases quite difficult due to the physical brands and online brands both, because they have to compete with the physical brands also. Then we have bargaining power of buyers and bargaining power of suppliers. So if we look into the bargaining power of suppliers first, we know that there are many supplier in the industry, and it is a good site for Pinduoduo because it has given them better negotiation opportunity. And also another thing is they are taking advantage from the small suppliers because the other two giant e-commerce platform like Alibaba.com and then JD.com. So under Alibaba.com there are Taobao Mall. So from Alibaba and from JD, if we look into the collaboration with them for the small suppliers, it's not much strong. So Pinduoduo has given the priority for suppliers who are in small size, who are in small shape. So because of that, they have good collaboration with the small companies for suppliers. Okay, and then for the bargaining power of buyers, there are many existing brands, and for buyers point of view, it is very good advantage that they do not have to carry any associated cost to switch the brand. So they can use Alibaba group, or they can use JD.com, or they can use Pinduoduo they just can switch the brand regardless of the cost. Okay, it doesn't involve any cost. Then the last but not least is the competitive rivalry force. So as I already mentioned, there are two large market players in the industry where Pinduoduo is operating, such as Alibaba Group and JD.com. But in terms of user numbers, in the year of late 2020, Pinduoduo actually exceeded them. So it is really a good news for Pinduoduo. And another thing is Pinduoduo is a very young company compared to the other two large market players. They only established in 2015, whereas Alibaba and JD.com already more than a decade, I think. Okay, so now we'll move on to the internal analysis. For internal analysis, we have used Porter's value chain analysis. So there are two parts for internal analysis. One is the at the bottom, which is called primary activities, and then on the top we have support activities. So let's begin with the primary activities. So first one, for primary activities, we have inbound logistics. So Pinduoduo has been focusing on constant improvement in the inbound activities matters, such as the product they are handling. They're using the AI, artificial intelligence, to make the process faster, logistics process, because some of the products they are offering is agricultural based. So agricultural based products, normally they do not have high shelf life, they are quite perishable. So yeah, then for operations, they are extensively using the technology such as data analytics and automation in order to reduce the human touches or labor cost. Then for outbound logistics, they are using real time data software to improve the delivery experience for buyers or for customers. So they aim to deliver their products very fast, like within 1 or 2 days. And then for marketing and sales perspective, Pinduoduo has very strong sales force who are working together to increase the revenues and sales. So this is a very plus point for them. And last but not least, for primary activities, we have service. So Pinduoduo has been offering very good service in terms of pre-sales and post-sales, in order to achieve the customer into their platform, so that customer will be retained loyal and keep on purchasing through their Pinduoduo e-commerce platform. And then if we move on to the support activities, the first one we have is farm infrastructure. So they are by now I think we have understood that they are using solid technology and logistic infrastructure. Then for human resource management, they are offering social benefits, cultural diversity, and career growth. And of course they are retaining the talents in order to make sure that their company is growing faster than other companies, faster than their rivals. And then for technology, they are using algorithm design, and of course they are constantly developing the AI, artificial intelligence. And then for procurement, they are using a deep learning model based on big data in order to make better purchasing decisions from their suppliers. So that was all for my presentation on the business environment of Pinduoduo. And also Pinduoduo is currently one of the biggest company in terms of e-commerce platform. And last but not least, I would like to highlight one thing, that Pinduoduo is basically adopting technology, and at the same time they are focusing on agricultural based product. So yeah, thank you very much for listening.